Boxes everywhere. We need to try and get organised again because we seem to take 2 steps forward in this house and 5 steps back. Just lots of jobs we're in the middle of. Right, I'll show you the downstairs toilet, see what I mean. And there is our £70 shopping haul. We booked a holiday today as well, by the way. Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. It's going to be a doing vlog today. We have got, I should have brought my list in actually, I've just made a list. I'll go and get it. Just realised actually I've jumped straight in. I'm a little bit excited. Aid's waiting to start the list. So he's waiting for me to start this vlog. So I'll jump into the list and then I'll do the proper intro. So on our list today is putting together Holly's wardrobe. Light, he's just done the light fitting already. He's ahead of me. Doing the drawers in Louie's room, doing the blind in Louie's room, first blind to go up in the house. I need to clean the extractor fan on the oven, and the downstairs loo, which we will show you, is a storage room at the moment because the garage flooded, everything's come in the house, boxes everywhere. We need to try and get organised again because we seem to take 2 steps forward in this house and 5 steps back. So it is a doing day today. Aid's off work, he wants to get sorted, so I'm gonna run upstairs. But thank you for joining us today. I really hope you'll enjoy this vlog. Trying to get as many things done as possible and just trying to improve things around here today. It's lovely and sunny, we'd love to get out for a walk, and I want to try a new recipe as well. So we're gonna be doing lots and lots of nice things today. I'm gonna run up and see where Aid's at as he's doing all these jobs today. Right, I'll show you the downstairs toilet, see what I mean. Yeah, that's all come out of the garage. And we've got boxes here by the lounge as well. So here's Holly's wardrobe, which Aid has done so far. And then we can put the rest of the stuff that we've got stored in here in there. And Louie's room, this is partially done, which Aid is going to finish. Just lots of jobs we're in the middle of. Blind can go up. You've just done the lampshade. Yes. Haven't you? That looks nice. Sorry, I first before you recorded. No, that's cool. So we've gone for white IKEA drawers, haven't we? Yeah. And they're quite long, aren't they? They are actually. They're quite handy. And this is the old TV from our house from years and years ago. It's been stored under the sofa in your office. I know. It is actually. Louis loved this over Christmas, didn't he?
It's only like an HD, so it's not 4K or anything. So it's like 1080, but it is really good. And sounds good as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Aid's just called me. He's making really good progress, apparently. I've been busy packing orders. I've got a January sale on at the moment. I'll leave the link down below if you haven't checked it out yet. Let's go and see how Aid's doing.
Last drawer going in.
Do you say the last drawer? Yep. Have you been playing with thingy down there? I can hear Star Wars on. What's his name? The little orange thing?
BB-8. No, yeah. That just fell off the thing now. I've just got Star Wars on.
Ah, let's have a little look. Yeah. They are big drawers, actually.
Yeah, they are.
Aid, you've got really big drawers. I like these. They're nice and deep as well. Oh, I'm impressed with those.
They're not obviously soft clothes or anything, but
they're really not. But how much? They're 199, something like that?
189, 199.
Yeah,
but
I'm really impressed. This as well. We returned the first one. And then I noticed that one was damaged as well. The first one was very damaged though, wasn't it?
Yeah. The actual mark on the one before was probably actually underneath.
I know. The customer service was appalling, wasn't it? Yeah. Really bad. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do. I can't be bothered to complain.
We'll touch up.
Yeah. But no, I'm pleased with this apart from the mark.
Change the handles, I think. Yeah,
you want to change the handles? What would you change them to?
Just prettier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is a boys' room though. We're going to drop off the post. We're going to nip to Morrisons. We need to get some fuel. And I want to do something a bit romantic. I want to either stop somewhere for a sandwich or have a little walk. I don't know. It's just such lovely weather and we haven't seen the sun all week and it's due to be miserable again after today. So I'm adding something to the to-do list. I want to do something romantic. Look, I added a little picture this week. I don't know, I keep getting the reflection. A little picture with Pops on there. I thought that was really sweet. Our romantic time, we've had a little drive out and we've ended up in Warminster. Haven't been here before, so it's something new. We've just parked up and we're going to wander along the high street and just see if we can find somewhere for coffee and cake. It's quite a sweet little place, isn't it? Lots of old buildings and...
See what we can find.
Yeah, we're going to have a little look.
I'm looking out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV.
Beautiful old buildings, but we've decided Warminster may well be a one and done, I think.
Not really anywhere for a coffee, was there? Well, a couple of places, but nothing really we felt like we wanted to stop at.
Yeah, there's just like a Costa. We thought there was a Reeves Baker. Well, there was a Reeves Baker. So
but
we
no,
thought,
to sit inside.
yeah, it was just to take out
It's
Baker.
a bit cold.
It's a bit cold, but yeah, I think back in the day it would have been. I haven't got my seatbelt on yet.
Oh, sorry.
So it would have been a beautiful town. But I think sadly, like all the other little towns, everything's closed, isn't it? That old stationery place looked really nice though. But yeah, it's a little bit of a sad little town really, wasn't it? Give you a little look through whilst we drive out. We did drive through, didn't we, when we were house hunting, but we've never actually stopped here before. Just having a look at some buildings. It's difficult to vlog sometimes when you're walking along a street. That one intrigues me with the 3 windows there. But like so many of these, that M&Co building, that's all closed up. Like the little shopping malls, there's nothing really down any of these. There's a couple of really nice old hotels, aren't there? This one on the left actually does a Sunday roast, it says. I bet that's really nice in there, that place in Trees. I wouldn't mind coming back actually. Oh, they do Thai food as well. That's unusual. See, that intrigues me. Look at all these old buildings.
There's an Italian as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, actually, I would come back. There's a couple of restaurants that have intrigued me, but look at these ones here. This hotel here, the Bath Arms, is actually a Wetherspoons. That looks quite nice, the old building. This is the Stationers that Aid filmed, but yeah, it's just a bit... We didn't really want to go to Costa, did we?
No.
Go to Costa. Look, this is the building here. There. That we liked. Yeah, and that was...
Italian, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that Italian there. It was really reasonably priced. We had a look at the menu outside. Look at that old... Look, the where Vision Express is. That would have been, I bet, a really old optician's store. Don't you think? I just love like all the different shapes and sizes of the buildings. Yeah, I bet back in the day, this was a really beautiful town. And that was the little alleyway that we walked down, Chin's Court. Look at that, the Italian restaurant building. I just love the old buildings here. It is a beautiful little town, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Really, when you sort of look
It's been quite
deeply.
old.
Yeah, that was the Reeves the baker. So we've been in some Reeves and they've had a coffee shop, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's another old building.
I'm looking out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, KG saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go.
It's so cold. We ended up doing a full shop in Morrisons. Aid had a voucher. If he spent £40, he got £10 off his next shop. So we managed to spend 70. There was us going around thinking, oh, have we made it? We spent a little bit more. We are so hungry. It's now 5 o'clock. We picked up a French stick. I think we were gonna have salmon for tea, but now we can't be bothered and we're just gonna have a picky tea. But it has been ages since we've done a shopping haul. So I'm gonna lay it all out and I didn't put those in there. And show you what we got. So we have an Aid pile and a Lisa pile. See if you can work out who put what in the trolley. Who picked what? And there is our £70 shopping haul. Have got milk. There's 2 other milks in the fridge out in the garage. And we did pick up a couple of large packs of Pepsi. And I think Aid got some cherry Coke as well. They were on offer. We have got this fruit cocktail for a cake I want to make. Tinned potatoes, which might seem slightly strange, but they're really good in a curry. We've got tomatoes, Aid's Branston rich fruity sauce. We've got Savers long grain rice, 52p. These are for Louis, our son. Vegetable stock pots. Aid picked up bits and pieces like that, and some deodorant. Here's Ritz. We've already got 2 of those in the cupboard. I don't know why he's picked up those. And his tomato soup. And then I got some yellow stickered rocket, peppers, pack of 3 peppers, onions, broccoli, carrots. I've just been eating these grapes. They are so nice. Tomatoes, potatoes. I've been really fancying a jacket potato. Parsnips, I'm fancying roasted parsnips with carrots and thyme. And then we've got mushrooms, baguette. Haven't had fish fingers for ages. Aid wanted some sausages, and we've got the free from hash browns, like the tater tots that we really like. And I fancy a tequila sunrise, so we got some orange juice. That's our little shop there. Oh, and I nearly forgot, we're trying these gherkins, crunchy and tangy. We're hoping they're good spicy ones. When you look at it like that, it does not look much for 70 quid, does it? I guess we've got the 2 lots of Pepsi and the Coke out there as well. But we haven't bought any meat, apart from the frozen sausages, which were £1 something. No meat this week, no fish. It doesn't look much at all. We've been hacking away at this bread and dipping it in oil and vinegar. It's so nice. Right, we're going to try these pickles.
Yeah, now you know we're doing our finding the best pickled onions. We're expanding that to finding the best gherkins now.
What about jalapenos?
And jalapeno, oh, that as well.
Yeah, so many
God, the
choices.
list gets longer.
I don't think anything will beat those dino pickles. We picked them up in Aldi last year. There was slices.
Just saw them, didn't we?
Yeah, and we can't find them anywhere now, can we?
No.
Let's try these.
Let's try these.
Yeah. I'm hoping they'll be sweet and spicy.
They're a nice flavour.
They're really nice.
I've actually almost got, you know when you get a pickled onion that's got a little bit of tang to it, not to blow your head off, but they've got little bits of them. Nice, aren't they?
I wish they were a bit more spicy. They've got a nice kick.
I like them. It's enough for me.
They're a really nice flavour. We're having those on our picky board.
Yeah.
I think so too. If you have any favourite pickles, let us know. Aid is doing the last bit of the wardrobe. He's still ploughing through his list. There he is, banging away. And I'm going to sort the picky tea out. It's the final of the traitors tonight. We're very, very excited.
Motion detected at the Ade and Lisa front door bell.
I keep saying there's someone at the front door. It really freaks me out. And the light keeps going on, but no one's there. Spooky. Wouldn't that be horrible if when I'm editing this video I notice someone out there? It'd be really freaky, wouldn't it? I've watched too many scary movies. I'm going to check that all the doors are locked. Last night, just before we went to bed, I checked the back door and it was still unlocked. It's all locked. And then I blamed Aid, and because everywhere has cameras now, he went back on the camera, looked back, and I was the last one to come in. I went and put some recycling in the bin. You actually see me on the camera. I must have checked the door. It's really weird because I've never not locked the door. I was the last one in, so can't argue that. Right, let's make a picky tea. Something I was going to do with you. So many of you have come to me recently wanting to know how I make sourdough bread. And I keep saying to everybody that I'm not an expert, and the best person to go and see is Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, Boone. Her blog and her YouTube channel are amazing, but you're still persisting saying that you'd like to see how I do it. So here you go, just a very quick how-to. This is my starter. It's practically 4 years old now. I'm going to feed it. It's been left out on the side. I use mine regular, so I don't tend to refrigerate it unless I'm going away, or I know, like especially in the summer when it's really hot. So this is room temperature. It's rather hungry. You can see it's a little bit liquidy in there. And I've just put the oven on. I find that I can't get it to do its thing in the normal temperature of the house. But if I put the oven on for just a couple of minutes, turn it off, remember to turn it off, that's really important, and then I feed my starter. So you can see I put my arm in the oven. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's just like a really nice warmth. And then I'm going to do a cup. This is a half cup measure because I can fit it in my jar nice and easily, of strong flour. I'm going to do a cup measurement of flour, and I will start with half a cup of tepid water. I'll start with half because it needed feeding. It was quite liquidy anyway, so then I can always add a little bit more. So let's mix that up. And that half a cup of water is absolutely perfect. I don't want it too runny, and it's a nice thickness now. So I am not going to close up the lid, leave that slightly open, pop it in the oven, and I'll probably test it after an hour and a half, something like that. And remember, the oven is off. It's just warm. Very, it's not even warm. It's just almost like a really nice, comfortable temperature. I'm gonna leave that in there. It can enjoy its little feed, and I'll check back on it later, because sourdough you prepare the day before to bake the following day. Obviously, if it had been in the fridge, it would have been taken out yesterday to bring up to room temperature. Lots of pre-thinking with sourdough, not something you can just think, I want a loaf of bread in an hour. You have to think ahead. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
You nearly done? You ready for dinner?
Yeah, getting there.
I've slaved away and made a really amazing meal.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm just putting a couple of screws in where nails are in, because it's just a bit better to have some screws going in rather than nails.
Okay.
So, fingers crossed, just go get this rail in here, and then we'll leave the doors, do the doors tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. We haven't done as much as we expected today. I'm not going to cross off Holly's wardrobe because it's not done yet, but we've done the light, done Louis' drawers. I'm going to do the extractor fan, I think, whilst I wait for Aid. These are the types of jobs that I'm really wanting to keep on top of. I could just see it was starting to discolour in the corner slightly. It's the second time I've actually cleaned it since we've been living here. We booked a holiday today as well, by the way. The holiday is actually already booked, but we changed our DVC accommodation. I'm so excited. We were booked into our home resort, Copper Creek, for the family stay, and we were able to change it. And I'm not going to tell you I've changed it actually. I'll wait for Aid to come down, but we're really excited. By the way, try and guess where we've changed it to. Have a little guess. We're really excited. It's like dream goals, like holiday goals. By the way, can these go in the dishwasher? Or is it too fragile?
Hello, remote. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost.
It's one of those jobs that's really easy to forget about sometimes, isn't it? But I think as well, with having a new house, you really notice it when something's got a mark on, because everything's so shiny and new. So I really want to keep on top. I've never cleaned so much in my life. Sometimes I clean the bathroom twice a day, especially if Aid's been in there. He might go in there and then suddenly there's watermarks on the shower or something like that. So I'm there polishing it up again.
We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, no. I reach through mysterious ceilings. My holy 'cause I don't know. For all in this, I stand alone.
And I am going to make tequila sunrises to go with our picky tea. We need some grenadine and some tequila.
Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
There we go. Tequila sunrise. Here you go, first cocktail in our house. It's taken us 9 weeks. Oh, happy, no.
10 weeks.
10 weeks,
10
happy
weeks
10
to life,
weeks.
yes.
It's taken us 10 weeks to have a cocktail. Oh, that's really nice.
Nice. Nice and strong as well.
I know, I don't like a weak cocktail when you feel like you're just having squash.
You got the blackest on your thumb now.
Oh, where? I reckon it's from the top of the drink thing. That's really nice. Right.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's going to have a picky tea.
Cheers.
I completely forgot. We've been watching TV. It's 10 to 9. Just checking on my starter. It's nice and warm and it looks lovely and bubbly. And the way to check to see if your starter is ready for baking, you take a spoon of starter, pop it into water, and if it floats, which it is, just about. It's not the best at floating actually. Maybe it's not quite, maybe it's gone over slightly. Oh, I've left it too long, I think. Oh, I'm gonna try and bake with it anyway. I'm just gonna make a half loaf tomorrow, so I'm just doing 2 cups of strong flour and half a cup of rye. A decent amount of salt. And I don't actually measure my water. I've got tepid water and I just mix it until it's a really good consistency. So this little cup here, that was more or less full. I will need a little bit more than that. But I like to mix it so it's not very sticky to touch, but with sourdough there's no kneading at all. I am very much an eyeballer when it comes to cooking and baking. This is far too sticky, so I'm just going to add a handful of flour. That's so much better now. I can handle it. It feels really nice, but my hands aren't getting completely sticky like they were before. Then I've covered it in cling film and it's going back in the oven. But it's above room temperature, and I'll close that up and leave that overnight. Tonight we're going to cut the Florentine inspired panettone. That was a gift from Aid's mum and dad, and we still haven't actually opened it.
So it looks really nice.
You
I don't want to sound surprised because we've had similar before, I think, because we've always just had the same one, haven't we?
We always like the dark chocolate and cherry one.
Yeah, it was the Heston one, but they don't do that anymore because there's no Heston products at Waitrose anymore. There's no. Well, I bet the what do you call it? Like deal with him probably finished. You managed.
Yeah.
Oh, it does look nice. Oh, you've got your arm in the way.
Sorry.
So what fruit are they? Nice. Cherries on top, or are they raisins? Or it might be cranberries.
It smells like the one from last time.
It looks like it, doesn't it? I like the like flaked almonds and the nuts on the top. Looking forward to this.
It's very similar to the other one actually with the paper.
It probably is the same.
It smells the same even. It's obviously got nuts in, which the other one didn't. Everything about it, it's the same price as well. You know, panettones take a very long time to bake.
Go off.
To make. That's why they're so expensive. It's not just like
they last as well, don't they?
It's not like an ordinary cake. Ooh.
Ooh, it's quite gooey actually.
It smells boozy.
It has got alcohol in it, I think.
Has it?
Yeah. Rich and buttery speckled with sultanas, cherries and Sicilian orange peel, swirled with caramel sauce and finished with dark chocolate. Cherries, orange peel, almonds and hazelnuts.
Good morning. I wanted to continue the vlog and carry on with the jobs that we were doing because we didn't finish them yesterday. My bread didn't go to plan. See, this is why I didn't want to do a sourdough video, because although I've been doing it for 4 years, I still haven't mastered it. It hasn't risen, not that it usually rises that much, but I left the starter too long. I completely forgot about it. We were in the lounge watching the Traitor final and having a supper, and I completely forgot about it. I marked the plinth bit on the kitchen cupboards recently. I can really notice it. I knocked it with the hob bit when I was cleaning. It's so annoying. Right, I've got my cast iron pot. I always bake in my cast iron pot. I'm just gonna take it out now. It's been in there getting nice and warm. It's very, very hot. So even though it's not perfect, I'm not letting that put me off. I am going to bake it anyway because it's going to be delicious anyway. I use rapeseed oil, just a little drizzle. I never wash my pot up, it's cast iron. I only use it for the bread. So it never sticks, it just falls out nicely. I'm just brushing the oil around into the pan, and then I'm just going to put the dough in it. See, look, it looks really dense, doesn't it? It's also quite sticky. Can you see that? This isn't a great bread to show you, but I started it, so I'm going to finish it anyway. But I'm not one to give up. I would never throw it away thinking, oh, it hasn't gone right, I'm just going to bin that and start again. I wouldn't do that. I'm going to bake it anyway. So there's my dough in a hot pan. Just going to give it a little sprinkle of flour. And because I like the extra flavour, we're going to add the everything bagel seasoning, give that a generous sprinkle. I think sometimes though it's good to see when things don't always go right for people. Things aren't always perfect, and it's how to deal with it when that happens. The oven is on max. I think it says 100, 220, but then it's like the next notch, so I think it's about 240. Carefully carrying it over with the lid on, and I'm going to set the alarm for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, I am carefully removing the lid. And the timer goes on for another 20 minutes. And can we just talk traitors for a moment? Were you happy with who won? I don't want to say anything just in case anyone still hasn't caught up, and I know that I've got friends that are now watching the first season and they don't want any spoilers. So no, I wasn't entirely happy. I think that person who won played a great game. However, I would have preferred the other ones to have won. So if I put it clearly without ruining any spoilers, it was amazing though. And we watched the after program afterwards as well, when it's all Uncloaked, I think it was called. Watch it if you haven't, it's really, really good. Really enjoyed watching that series. So the bread is out, it just falls out of that cast iron. It's not the best bread, as you can see. It's obviously quite flat. It's not one that rises massively anyway, and I do only use half of the ingredients when it's just the two of us. This will last us probably about 3 days, whereas if I do the full ingredients, it does generally, obviously it's going to go to double, but it will taste amazing. I'm just going to cut this. I don't tend to eat it when it's really warm, I prefer it when it's colder. You can also see as well, it's really dense. Whereas when I have done it properly, you've got all the bubbles and all that, but it's going to be really nice. And I like quite a thick, dense bread. It reminds me of when we lived in Germany and we had German bread. It's a good flavour. So that's how not to make a sourdough. Told you I'm not an expert. I am going to try something. I did a kitchen tour video. I'll leave the link down below. And I said about a mark I've got on my kitchen quartz top. that I can't seem to get out. The Jif isn't bringing it out. It's just like a line. I think Pan scraped it. And loads of you have said to try pink stuff. I've been really nervous about what to actually put on here. Don't know if you can see that through here, but there's a grey line along there. A few of you have suggested different things that you use on yours. So I've got the pink stuff, so I'm going to give that a go first. And I was nervous about using this because it feels like it's a bit of an abrasive. But let's see if this works. A lot of you have said the bartender's thingy. So that's also possibly on our list. I think this is doing the trick. Yeah, that's actually worked. Be interested to try it on the coffee mark as well. Thank you, that's worked. I'm really pleased. Oh, that's really good news. I'm going to try it in the other area. Thank you so much. There you go, no grey line. And the other one, you might be able to see this one a little bit better. It's like a little corner there. So I'm going to see if I can get that up. Let's give that a good scrub. This one's a little bit more stubborn, but it's doing the trick. Hey, these marks are coming off. Yes. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Wasn't the end of the world, but if we can keep it looking nice and new, that would be lovely. So, we've spoken about disaster bread.
Didn't you call it pancake bread? Oh, sorry.
It still tastes nice. Just quickly as well, while I've got you here, we booked somewhere yesterday, didn't we?
We did, yes. You can say if you want.
We are going to be staying at the Riviera.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I didn't think we'd be able to get that space. I thought they'd all be gone.
No, it's really good actually, and we persevered as well. As one day that wasn't available, and then it appeared. So
we kept checking, didn't we?
Yeah, so we're good.
Up. Yay! Yeah. So that's for our trip with the family, and they're all at the Caribbean, so that's perfect.
Was another reason for Riviera. I mean, we love it there anyway. We loved staying there last time for a couple of, was it 2 nights?
3 nights. It was all we could get last time.
Yeah, but we've managed to, fingers crossed, get the whole time. Yeah, still got a couple of things to do.
And Riviera is being Caribbean's being updated. Our friend Danny's just come back and he was at the Riviera and he said it's looking really nice. All the pools are closed at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So they're doing all
good
those
timing for the summer and that, I imagine.
Yeah, so yeah, really excited. Let us know if you've got any Disney trips coming up. And now we're going to see if we can unpack some of these boxes and get our downstairs loo back again. Carrying on a couple of days later with our sorting out. We've been hacking away in here. That's the light to go above the dining area. And that's all we've got left to sort out in here. We've sorted out all those boxes. We've got this one as well. So we're going to try and get these done today. And this area has all improved as well. We've cleared all of this. So I'm just going to get to that box now. All right, let's have a look in this box. I think most of this is Louis' stuff. There's a picnic blanket. Are we ever going to use the picnic blankets? And actually, should they live in the car?
Yeah.
Because if anything, that's the time when we would use them, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I've also got the really old iPad here as well. I can't even open it actually. This was his iPad from school days, wasn't it? Can't even open that. That picture frame. What's this little tablet here? We've got a mini iPad. So many devices here that don't get used. What's this?
That's Holly's Chromebook.
Is that Holly's? Does it still get used?
I'm trying to plug it in, see if it works.
Is that the Fire?
That's the Fire, which still works.
And then we've got an iPad that I can't get into.
Okay.
It's just pointless keeping them.
No. Well,
Do we need a blow-up lightsaber?
Louis kept that.
Louis kept it.
So, but no, he probably doesn't know we've got it.
What's this? Do you know?
We need to open it. It looks like 2 picture frames together.
Okay.
It could be just something that was in that box originally. Don't forget this had bedding in it originally.
It's got a plug.
Oh, it's a Blu-ray player. Yeah, we'll keep that inside and put it in.
Large box is now empty. This box is Louis' stuff that he wants keeping, so I'm gonna tape that up. That can go in the garage. And let's move the mirrors over. There. No more boxes. This is a usable space again, and we've just got the box for the light, which will eventually go over the dining table. Can't decide which mirror to put over there. We've got ideas what we'd like doing. This one comes with candles. I quite like the thought of this one, but it's a very heavy one, and this is just a plasterboard wall, so it might not be ideal. And the landing is now free again. This was all full of boxes. Holly's room is definitely full of boxes, but we have got the wardrobe up. Yeah, we won't talk about Holly's room at the moment. But this room we're not using at the moment. It's acting as our loft and the stuff that we were storing in the garage. So everything is safe, everything is dry, and we know that no harm can come to it. That's where that's all going to stay for now. And then lastly, look at the improvement in Louis's room. Sorry, there was a knock at the door. Someone's selling trees, so we got slightly distracted. That's a whole nother story. So right, in Louis's room, I've got 2 empty boxes from previous stuff. I've also got a little pile of things. We had a box of Louis's things in the garage. These are old football shirts from all over the years, and his old Leavers shirt from school, and mice got in it. I'm having a bit of a mouse problem at the moment, so thankfully they didn't eat anything, but everything apart from the signed shirt, luckily that had nothing on it, but just a couple of top 2 shirts had mouse droppings on, a couple of them. So we've cleaned it all off, washed it, everything's been washed in there. So now I'm going to put his little football shirts away safely. He's been collecting those shirts probably for over 10 years now, hasn't he?
Not longer than that.
Yeah, possibly longer. England one.
Yes, England, yeah.
Oh, so he's got all these little England shirts as well.
Yeah. All right, there's a mix in there.
There is.
General Chelsea.
Not all Chelsea.
See that one there, that Chelsea one, that must have been one of his first ones, 'cause that's quite small.
Drogba. That is a really, actually that's a really small one.
It is.
This one was, they had to dress up. Do you remember when they used to dress up for children in need? And I made him a t-shirt. Can you see that?
Yes.
It's got the
Yes,
children in.
You've stitched the...
It
looks more like a Mickey, doesn't it?
It does actually, and on the back, look, there's a stitch
I'd forgotten what
on
it's for.
there.
I knew you'd done it, but I couldn't remember what it was
Yeah,
for.
dressing up for children in need. So, styled my own t-shirt. We've actually got a room now. Actually looks like a usable room. We're not going to talk about the blinds, are we, Aid?
Not at the moment.
No. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this little room now. And that's it. It's been a productive couple of days. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with us. We've managed to get quite a lot done. But thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, for those of you that have been making suggestions with regards to our fridge, we've been trying, it's the first thing we did. We moved the shelves up and down. Some people have sort of said, do you know that the shelves move? Yes, we do. We've been trying it. The wine rack, yeah. We've tried that at the top as well, but because it slants slightly, you can't really put anything on there, whereas at least at the moment we can use it, and I have actually been putting a baking tray on it to put things on, and that's worked a bit better. But I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and buy another shelf. So it's just one of those things. It's not the end of the world, just slightly annoying. But thank you all for all your suggestions. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for your support. And we will see you on Sunday for our vlog at 6 o'clock. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.